right, welcome back to the stream. Saturday. Yeah, I've been on vacation for a week. I am literally not sure what day it is. Saturday, December 28th. Welcome back to the Saturday afternoon stream. Happy to be here. Happy to see everybody. Yes, Nano Akia I had a great Christmas. I had so much fun. I hope you had a good Christmas as well. Um, I had, I think a week ago, I let you guys know that I was having car troubles, it's been literally decades since I've had to deal with car trouble. So it was an inconvenience, but we got it worked out. I got my car back. We came in under budget. Totally arbitrary number, but I had that number in my head, came in under budget, got the car back, had a fantastic holiday with my family. I've just been relaxing. It's been months since I've just had days off in a row where I didn't have to work and so this is not me complaining at all, but I didn't have to work and I didn't have to stream. So that was nice. I love streaming. I love working. It's also nice to have time off. So I hope everybody else also had a happy holiday. You had time off, however you choose to spend it, friends, family. I am of the belief that we don't need to celebrate Christmas every year. That's just that's just me. I don't think we need to do it every year. Sometimes I have Christmases where I sit it out and I just hang out at home, just me and the dog, and I'm good with that. This was one of the years where I really wanted to be out seeing people. I wanted to be spending time with my family and hanging out and doing all the Christmas things. And I definitely got to do that this year. So it was a lot of fun. We're going to get into the video banner here in just a second. Just a little bit of housekeeping. I am definitely scheduling a stream for, I think New Year's Eve is Tuesday. Correct? Yes, New Year's Eve is Tuesday. So I'm going to schedule a stream for 2 p.m. Central Standard Time on Tuesday. We're not going to be coding. What I want to do is, I have some fun things planned. I want to talk about some of my goals for the year, some of my ideas. I want to show you guys some of the wireframes from my collection, my little library of wireframes. I also want to share with you some of my favorite YouTubers and some of my favorite streamers. And spoiler alert, they're not developers. They're not technology related at all. So I'm pretty excited because I don't know about you guys. I almost only watch YouTube. That's it. I have my favorite YouTubers. I watch a lot of different types of streamers. And yeah, I thought it would be fun to share some of that with you guys. So if you have people... Ooh. Hang on here 1 second. Hopefully you guys can see me. I'm getting an error that there's an issue with buffering and with the stream. I wonder if that has something to do with my internet. Let's take a look, shall we? Yeah, we're okay. We've got decent internet. We've got a good connection. It's about what it usually is. So sorry about that if you guys are experiencing any issues. We'll just keep an eye on it. Got it. Yeah. So, well, we'll keep an eye on it. Let me know in the chat if you continue to experience issues. I also, my streaming software puts up a little flashing message here that there's a problem. So I guess we'll just play it by ear. My connection's okay, so I don't know what the issue would be. Okay, so back to Tuesday. I want to share with you guys some of my favorite YouTubers just to, I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to share. If you all have YouTubers that you really love, whether they're development related or not, tell me about it. If you want to put it in the chat, if you want to put it on Discord, if you want to send it to me on IG, I would love to know what some of you guys are into, what you watch. Yeah, I just thought it would be fun. And we'll go from there. So it's just going to be, I firmly believe that there are milestones throughout the year. So whether that's your performance review, the end of the school year, the beginning of the school year, or just the end of the calendar year, it's time to reflect and celebrate your accomplishments and look back on what you did over the last 12 months and look forward to what you're going to do over the next 12 months. We can call them goals, we can call them resolutions. We have to have goals. You have to have goals. I mean, I just think that that's important for life. It keeps you moving. It keeps you moving forward. It gets you up every day and gets you out of bed if you have goals. That's at least what I believe. So yeah, we're going to talk about what we want to get done in 2025, and I'm pretty excited about that. And I want to know what you guys are planning to do. Let me know, because I know we have a lot of new developers here, and I would love to hear, what are your goals? Do you have something that you want to get that done? You want to get it figured out in 2025, or you want to figure out how to deploy to a cloud server in 2025, or you want to be able to set up your own pipeline from GitHub, things like that. I would love to, or maybe you have goals that aren't development related at all. I don't know. I would love to hear what those are. So we'll share, we'll not share. You can decide what you want to do. For now, let's get started. I will share the video. So I made a video. Let's see here. Where are you, mouse? I made a video. I will show you the video. And, this is just what I came up with. So it's 720p because I wanted to keep the file size down. And yeah, and I slowed it down a little bit. So this will be the video banner. And it would loop. So it would loop. And yeah, this is what I came up with. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know if it's going to be too busy or distracting. I wanted it to be short clips. I slowed it down a little bit. I think I slowed it down like 25 or 30%, something like that. And we'll see how that goes. And of course, we're going to put in a pause button to make sure that if people are distracted or they've already seen it or whatever, you can just pause it. It does not have to continue to play, which you should be doing for accessibility anyways. H is saying hello, welcome. And Nano Akia is saying, my goal is to get some goals and actually follow them. Listen, baby steps. One thing at a time. How about this for a goal? Set a goal to set a goal. I mean, what's the book? I can't remember his name. It's the 1% better guy. 1% better every day. How to be 1% better every day. What's his name? James something. James Clear. Yeah, James Clear wrote this book. I have the audiobook. James Clear. Atomic Habits. I have the audiobook. I listened to the first couple chapters. I didn't finish it. His story is really incredible. I have goosebumps thinking about it. So try the 1% better method. That's what I try to do. Like the first few months I was streaming especially, and just like trying to learn the software or create a new scene or get audio or my camera figured out. I was like, you know what? Every day or every weekend, just try to be 1% better. Just try to do one little extra thing, learn one little extra thing. So that's my advice for setting goals. Atomic Habits, 1% better. Monique is asking me, are you placing it in the center of the page? I am not. It is going to be, well, it's going to be the video banner. So it's going to replace this image right here. We're going to put it right here. And then this image of the Minneapolis skyline is going to be the fallback image. And we'll see that here in the video API. So let's read through this documentation together because I think the documentation is really, really good. Let's see here. And Lena is also here. Lena, oh, did you read Atomic Habits? I haven't listened to the entire thing. So Lena, quick message for you. I posted the video for Roman's code review late last night. I've also recorded your video. I will finish editing it and posting it tomorrow. So I had planned to do both code reviews in one video, and I did Roman's first and it was over an hour. I got it edited down to 40 minutes, but it was over an hour. And I was like, whoa, okay, these will be separate videos. And I just happened to get his done first. So that's why his got posted first, even though you asked me first like 9 months ago. So I'm really sorry about that. It's taken me a little bit of time here to like get my situation situated and just, what's the word I'm looking for? Time management. That's it. Time management. So, oh, and Supreme Overlord is here. Hello. Yeah, we love you guys. Oh, and the video is all good now. Good. Yeah, I'm not getting any errors on my streaming software, so that's good. I should finish Atomic Habits. I love audiobooks. I really like audiobooks. So, they're great for having on in the background when you're just writing some code. Okay, so let's go through the video embed element. It's actually, I read the documentation earlier today. It's really powerful. The video embed element, it's very powerful. There's also a tutorial creating a cross-browser video player with a working example, and they include a lot of JavaScript here. So first let's go through this together because I think if you haven't done this before, I think you're going to be really surprised at how straightforward this is. I mean, fingers crossed, right? Those are famous last words for me at least. Okay, the video HTML element embeds a media player which supports video playback in the document. You can use video for audio content as well, but the audio element may provide a more appropriate user experience. The above example shows simple usage of the video element. Similarly to the image element, we include a path to the media we want to display inside the source attribute. We can include other attributes to specify information such as video width and height, which I don't think I'm going to do because I'm going to make it responsive. Whether we want to autoplay and loop, which we do, we want to do both of those things, or to show the browser's default video controls, etc. And I have to tell you, I'm actually open to showing the default controls, and we have control over the default controls. So we could put in the attribute controls like they have here in the example, but then within that we can still put in the controls but omit some of the controls. So it's pretty interesting, the options that they have. The content inside the opening and closing video tags is shown as a fallback in browsers that don't support the element. So like all other HTML elements, this element supports the global attributes. So we've got autoplay, which is a Boolean, true or false. If specified, the video automatically begins to play back as soon as it can without stopping to finish loading the data. They have a note here: modern browsers block audio or videos with an unmuted audio track from auto playing. as sites that automatically play audio can be an unpleasant experience for users. See our autoplay guide for additional information about how to properly use autoplay. And I took out the track from my video, so my video doesn't even include a track. To disable video autoplay, autoplay equals false will not work. The video will autoplay if the attribute is there in the video tag at all. To remove autoplay, the attribute needs to be removed altogether. Controls. If this attribute is present, the browser will offer controls to allow the user to control video playback, including volume, seeking, and pause resume playback. Controls list. The controls list attribute, when specified, helps the browser select what controls to show for the video element whenever the browser shows its own set of controls. That is when the controls attribute is specified. The allowed values are no download, no full screen, and no remote playback. Use the disable picture-in-picture attribute if you want to disable the picture-in-picture mode and the control. Cross origin. I'm not going to read this because I'm not worried about it. I mean, I think it's good information. I'm not concerned about it. I'm not going to limit or put a course policy on the video. So I'm not worried about it. But if this is an interest that you have, or you think this is important for a video that you want to implement, there's lots of information here about cross origin scripting. So disable picture-in-picture prevents the browser from suggesting a picture-in-picture context menu or to request picture-in-picture automatically in some cases. Disable remote playback, a Boolean attribute used to disable the capability of remote playback in devices that are attached using wired, HDMI, DVI, etc., and wireless technologies like Miracast, Chromecast, DLNA, AirPlay, etc. In Safari, you can use X WebKit AirPlay equals deny as a fallback. Height, I'm not going to worry about height, but this is in alignment. I mean, what it says here about height makes sense. So the height of the video's display area has to be an absolute value, can't be a percentage. Loop, a Boolean attribute if specified. The browser will automatically seek back to the start upon reaching the end of the video. So we definitely want loop. Muted, I don't care about because my video doesn't have an audio track. Plays in line, a Boolean attribute indicating that the video is to be played in line. That is within the element's playback area. Note that the absence of this attribute does not imply that the video will always be played in full screen. So I am going to put plays in line because it's a banner video. I don't want it necessarily to go full screen. So poster, here's our fallback image, a URL for an image to be shown while the video is downloading. If this attribute isn't specified, nothing is displayed until the first frame is available. Then the first frame is shown as the poster frame. So we'll put in a poster image. My poster image is going to be that fallback image of the skyline, but we could just as well take the first frame of the video as the fallback. I'm not going to though. So preload. This enumerated attribute is intended to provide a hint to the browser about what the author thinks will lead to the best user experience regarding what content is loaded before the video is played. It may have one of the following values. None indicates that the video should not be preloaded. Metadata indicates only that video metadata, like the link, is fetched. Auto indicates the whole video file can be downloaded even if the user is not expected to use it, or an empty string, which is essentially the auto value. This is interesting. The default value is different for each browser. The spec advises it to be set to metadata. I thought that was interesting, but they have a note here. The autoplay attribute has precedence over preload. If autoplay is specified, the browser would obviously need to start downloading the video for playback. The specification does not force the browser to follow the value of this attribute. It is a mere hint. So I think that's a really good note. So we'll use preload metadata, but we are also going to put in autoplay. So I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and do both. SRC source, the URL of the video to embed. This is optional. You may instead use the source element within the video block to specify the video to embed. And that's what they have up here in the example. They have source, which is like really like image. So you could do source inside the video element, or you can do source with an SRC source, very similar to an image. That's how I'm reading this. The URL, this is optional. You may instead use the source element within the video block. Yeah. With the width of the video's display area in CSS pixels, absolute values only, no percentages. So I'm not going to do a width or a height because it's going to be absolutely positioned in a figure tag to be responsive. That's my plan. We'll see if that works. And then these are the event listeners. I went through the event listeners and I found pause, playback has been paused, and playing, playback is ready to start after having been paused or delayed due to lack of data. And then there are some notes here. Browsers don't all support the same video formats. You can provide multiple sources inside nested source elements, and the browser will then use the first one it understands. So I definitely appreciate that. I have an MP4 video, and that's the codec. It's H.264 MP4. That's what we're going to go with. I think that has pretty wide support. And if for some reason there's a browser that doesn't support that, it'll fall back to the poster image. So, but I do appreciate that you can add multiple sources. And then this is see creating a cross-browser video player for more details. Yep, you can use object position property, blah, blah, blah. I know how to do that. Styling with CSS. Okay, let's write some code. And then I did pull up the pause event and the playing event. But really, I just want to, let's just look at this as our code. So we'll use a figure tag. We're going to use a video. We'll use a source. I'm going to do controls. So all the controls, preload metadata, and then poster, and then we'll put in our source. And then we'll get it styled. And then I always say that I'm going to check other browsers like Firefox and Safari, and I never do. So I'm going to try really hard to remember to do that. So let's go to our index. And here is our figure. So here's our current image. I'm actually just going to comment this out. Oh, and I always have to do this manually. It's annoying. Okay, so we're going to do video. And I'm not going to do that. We're going to do source. Oh. Okay, so we want ID. I'm just going to copy. Oh. And then our poster. Can I put in? I'm pretty sure that I can put this in. You know what they don't say about that poster, though, is if it has alt text. And I also didn't see a title. Can we add a title attribute? I feel like you can put a, well, it said it supports global attributes though, right? Isn't that what it said? Let's see here. That was at the beginning. Global attributes. Global attributes are attributes common to all HTML elements. Yes. So, well, let's see here. Title. Here we go. So we can put in a title. What about alt? I don't see alt. Access. So is there no alt text for that poster? Okay, let's ask ChatGPT. Which, you know, if we, okay, well, let's just ask ChatGPT. I'm using the HTML video element. If I use the poster as a fallback, shouldn't there be alt text? Great question. The poster attribute of the HTML video element is intended to provide an image that is displayed before the video plays or while it's loading. Unlike image elements, the poster image doesn't have a mechanism to include alt text directly. Here's why and how you can handle it. The poster attribute is not a replacement for content like an image would be. It acts more like a visual placeholder for the video, which means it doesn't inherently support text alternatives for accessibility. Providing accessible fallbacks. To make the video and its poster accessible, use the track element for captions and descriptions. Provide an appropriate ARIA label, ARIA labeled by, or alt equivalent if the video content needs to be described. Describe the poster if critical. If the poster image contains important information like a title screen or instructions, you should include that description elsewhere in the document. For example, place a visually hidden paragraph tag element near the video with the description. Fallback for non-supporting browsers. Ensure there's alternative text-based content within the video element as a fallback, such as, oh yeah, your browser does not support the video tag. The video shows a time lapse of a flower blooming. Okay. Here's an accessible implementation. Video ARIA described by video description. And then here's the paragraph tag ID video description, class visually hidden. So that would be like my access hidden class that I use. The poster image shows a blooming flower as a placeholder before the video starts. I like that. That satisfies me. And then they use track, kind, source language, label. Okay. So this is the element to use. Your browser does not support the video tag. The video shows a time lapse of a flower blooming. Oh, okay, got it. And then this would be a track for captions, which we don't have. Kind captions. Okay, so I don't need to use a track because I don't have captions. Okay, while the poster attribute itself doesn't support alt text, you can use other techniques like captions, descriptive text, or fallback content to ensure accessibility. This approach ensures that users relying on assistive technologies can access the content meaningfully. Okay, I don't think I need the track because the video does not have an audio track, but I will use a P element as a fallback. Okay. guess this one's okay. I always think it's weird when ChatGPT gives me my choice of answers. I would just prefer that you decide which is the best answer. But okay. So we'll do this. So we'll put in aria described by video description. I think that's great because that covers the fallback image and a description for the video anyways. So that makes a lot of sense to me. So we'll do this. And then we will do this. And then access hidden. The poster image shows so the poster image shows the Minneapolis skyline as a placeholder before the video starts. I love it. Okay. Oh, thank you, Monique. Yes, hit that like button for me on the way out. It does help the channel. And this is on my list of goals for 2025. It's asking people to like and subscribe the video so I can actually grow the channel. So I appreciate that, Monique. So the random you choose is to see if users prefer a straight to the point answer or a more personable answer from GPT. I can appreciate that. My frustration with ChatGPT lately is, well, most of it is all frustration that I've experienced in this stream. I think my first good taste of frustrating ChatGPT experiences was when we worked on that masonry layout. That was really one of the first times that I had asked ChatGPT for help with CSS. It's not something that I generally need a lot of help with. I mostly lean on it for JavaScript, and it just continued to give me wrong solution after wrong solution. So my patience is wearing a bit thin with ChatGPT, which is why I'm trying to go straight to the documentation more than I go to ChatGPT. So you didn't ask for an explanation, but that is my explanation for my sassy comment about just give me an answer. Don't ask me which answer I want. But I appreciate why it's trying to make it a personalized experience. So, okay, back to our video. So we want to put in a source with a type. And our video is video. And I think that's it. And this is definitely going to need some CSS. Well, I guess we have to check and see if this actually works. Hang on, I did not get the correct image in. Downtown MPLS Hero. here goes nothing. Oh, and we didn't put in... Okay. We forgot to put in our stuff, but here's our controls. Look at that. Okay, we have to put in autoplay and loop, and then we just have to do some styles. So controls, we'll do autoplay and loop. Oh, I think I have to, do I have to do autoplay true? Hang on, I forgot. Oh yes, it's a Boolean value. Wait. It does say a Boolean attribute. Okay. Boolean. True. It's not auto playing. We also don't see a poster. Downtown MPLS hero. Oh, I spelled this wrong. There we go. There's our poster. It's not auto playing though. That's, I mean, that's okay. We'll figure it out. Set to muted. Set it to muted even if there is no sound. You're welcome, Roman. Thank you for volunteering to be a code review guinea pig. There it goes. Okay, let's just make sure that it loops and then we'll get it styled. It works! Yay, we did it! All right, let's get this bad boy styled. And this is exciting, right? I see, man, 11 years, it never gets old. It never gets old when something just works. Okay, well, let's get her styled. So we have an ID of video. We can use the ID for styling. That's fine. So, oh, and let's get the, let's watch SAS. There we go. And I think main. Here's our hero. Here's our image. So, oops. Video. I'm going to take this out. Do video instead. Well, honestly, we don't even need to do that. I think we can just do this. Okay, we just need to You know, sometimes you have to see things. I'm laughing at myself. I'm laughing at myself right now because the video's gonna be a work in progress. You can't even see me. Okay, the video's gonna be a work in progress because it's like, there we are. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Roman did an amazing job on his project. And by the way, Lena's video comes tomorrow. She also did an amazing work. She also did amazing work on her project. So I'm excited for you guys to see Lena's video. And Supreme Overlord says the most amazing feeling ever the moment it works. You feel like you're out of this world and you could care less about whatever happens next. That's a great way to describe it. Uh oh, you guys are the best. I love ya. Okay. So here's the good news. Everything works. We just need to refine the video, right? And look at that. We're nice and responsive. So probably we need a video that is more I think what I need is a video that is more like lifestyle centered, right? So um the I live literally like a half a mile outside of downtown St. Paul. The skyline is beautiful. I live on the river. I have a dog that I go out and walk along the river every single day. So I should get some more like lifestyle type content, things that are just purely aesthetic, right? And make that type of a video. I think that that's what I should do. And we actually have a really nice sunny day today. I think we'll have a few sunny days this week. And that's really easy because I could just take my iPhone out with me. iPhones shoot great video. I could take some great shots of Heidi frolicking in the snow, or get some nice shots of downtown St. Paul in the evening when the sun is setting, and just make something that is more like a lifestyle type video. But this is honestly such a great experiment, isn't it? I mean, I couldn't be happier with this. So I'm going to leave the controls in. I do kind of want to take out although does that matter? Do I care at all if people want to mess with the video? What would you guys do? I kind of like leaving the controls in there. So get Sora to make a video of the St. Paul skyline being kited, like from a kite. Or okay, let's I've seen Sora, but I haven't really played with it. Log in to create and explore. Okay, hang on one second. I will log in. I pay for it, so um all right. So, this is the perfect time to do this. So I have ChatGPT Plus, up to 50 videos, up to 720p resolution and 5 seconds in duration. Okay. Watch a quick video introduction.
Welcome to Sora. Let's get started by creating our first video. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see the composer. This is where you can write in text to describe.
Hang on, I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let me turn this up.
Describe exactly what you want to see in your video. I want to see a family of woolly mammoths in an open desert. Before I create this clip, I'll review my settings. I can add a style preset. I can change the aspect ratio, increase the resolution, increase the duration, and even change the number of variations of clips from a single prompt. And finally, hovering over the help icon will tell me exactly how many credits will be used by creating a video at these current settings. And this all looks perfect. You can go ahead and hit create, and you'll see the video pop right into your library and begin generating. When your videos finish, you can hover over any of the variations to watch all of them play back in real time. For more fine-grained control, you can use your mouse to scrub over the videos and watch them play back more slowly. Clicking on a video will bring it into the lightbox, and you can use the arrow keys to see the different clips in the set. Once you find a generation you love, you can easily build off of it with our editing toolbar. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see a number of different ways to edit this clip. You can always make changes to your prompt or storyboard. You can also recut this clip, trimming or extending any section of the video in a new timeline. Remix lets you use natural language to describe any changes you want to make. Blend lets you transform and influence the contents of a video with that of another one. And Loop lets you create a seamlessly repeating section of a video. And voila! Near the top of the screen, you'll see quick actions like favorite, share to feed, and download. Explore is your destination for inspiration. It's where members of the community can come together to share their work, inspire one another, create with each other's clips, and learn new techniques of working with Sora in the process. If you'd like to learn more, you can go down to video tutorials in your user account menu to see more videos on each of the features that we quickly covered today. Thank you for trying out Sora. We're so happy you're here, and we can't wait to see what you create.
Okay, so hopefully you guys were able to hear that. Am I right? You were able to hear that? Wow, okay. Describe your video. St. Paul, Minnesota skyline at dusk. Okay, good. Nothing's really happening. Okay. Describe this scene. Click anywhere on the, hang on. Oh, here we go. It's doing something. Wow. Is that St. Paul? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess that's the capital. Okay. It's a bit dusky for my taste. So I want to edit my prompt. St. Paul, Minnesota skyline on a sunny day. on a sunny day. Wow. Yeah, that's downtown St. Paul. Whoa, you can tell that you can definitely tell that it's AI, the cars. Although this one on the right, the cars look a little weird here. Some of the cars just disappear into one another. That's funny. This looks far more realistic on the right. Um, view story. Okay. You know what I think I want to do is I want to just go look at some of the other like user created videos. That's what I want to see. Here we go. I like the cheetah. The building looked like Google Maps and the clouds were kind of funny. Yeah, I would agree. The cars got me though. The cars got me. Okay, this gives me anxiety. The guy ice skating. The lion riding an elephant. The elephant on a tightrope. Okay. Ooh. This. Show a static ground level view of downtown Rock Springs, Wyoming in 1982 with a few cars parked on side of the road, a few people on sidewalk, and a couple cars driving. What a good prompt. And it's 720p. I like this. How do I get this video? Okay, so I think I can save this. View and edit the storyboard. Trim and extend this video. Describe changes and create a new video. Transition between this video and another one. Wait, how do you download a video? So if I have all my videos saved, I really like this. This is the type of thing that I want to do. I don't know how to download the video. How do I download a video from Sora. Oh, I can't download. May need to edit it to download it. Yeah, because what's the point of it if you can't create videos to use, right? That's why you have credits. Okay. View story. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you're right. So 720p, 16 by 9, 5 seconds. I don't think that I have the enough credits to do. Yeah. She hears somebody outside. Okay, so wait a second. Oh. Oh yeah, look at that. It doesn't look quite right, does it? Oh, right here. Sharing options. Oh, here's the download button right here. Download. So wait a second. How many of my credits did this use? So let's go to my plan. Number of generations you can have queued at the same time, 1. Max video direct. Let's see. Okay. I'm not going to download anything now because I want to. Okay, here we go. 5 seconds. It's 30 credits. Credits 840 of 1,000. I've already used 160 credits. Well, is it because I've already made a couple of videos? Okay, done. So let's go back to. Can I just go back to my videos? Here we go. My favorites. All videos. Here we go. So every time you do a prompt, you use credits. Oh, stop. Okay, I'm going to play with this a little bit. I'm not going to download anything today, but my credits do reset. My plan. My credits reset on January 13th. Okay, so that gives me a couple of weeks to play with this. Manage plan. Yeah, I'm definitely not signing up for Pro. 200, up to 50 videos, 1,000 credits, up to 720p resolution and 5 seconds duration. Maybe I'll download some and put them together and see what we come up with. So, but this was, I've been meaning to click on this and see what this was. So thank you for the suggestion. And Nano Kia says creating good video like images will come down to really good prompt writing. Yeah, I agree. Because the prompt for that driving down the street was really good. Really, really good. So that's a good point. And it looks like every time you do a prompt and they make a video, boom, you use credits. So the credits don't get used just when you download, it's when you write a prompt. So I don't want to do any more prompts right now. I want to really sit and think about prompts. Because it's just like regular ChatGPT, isn't it? Where the better your prompts are, the more thoughtful your prompts are, the better your results are, which is probably a good explanation for why I've not always had the success that I expected to on ChatGPT. So I feel hopeful about this. I feel very hopeful about this. So watch this space. Next weekend, I might have better videos, but I do also want to go out and just do like some B-roll of me and Heidi. I think that would be, like I said, more lifestyle type videos, right? But this was an awesome experiment. I'm going to leave the controls in. Even though you don't see them unless you hover, I'm going to leave the controls in. But let's also put in a pause button up here in the corner. Yeah, let's go ahead and put in a pause button. And for now, we'll go ahead and deploy this to Heroku. We won't deploy this to production. And I will just make sure this week that I go out and get like some good B-roll of me and Heidi. We'll keep it super like lifestyle. We'll keep it super lifestyle, right? So, you know what we could do, I could just do a video of coding. That sounds boring though. Nobody would think that was interesting but me. Very small number of people would think that was interesting. Keep it to like lifestyle stuff. Keep it to St. Paul stuff because St. Paul's a beautiful city. So is Minneapolis. So, I could even maybe go to campus this week. They're closed. Campus is closed this week. And I just live a few minutes away. So maybe I could go to campus and get some B-roll. That could be fun too. So, okay, let's go in and put our pause button in. So excited that this works. Well, let's pause it and make sure it does work. I'm sure it does. Yeah. Well, you see that little flash of the poster? Which is totally fine. But I could see why you would take a still frame from the first frame of the video and put that in as a poster too. I could see why you would do that. Yeah. Okay, let's put in a pause button. So we'll go ahead and put in a button with an ID of play pause type button. Yes. Campus, Heidi, coding, all things that are part of who you are and I feel are great ideas. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hate to be one of those people that's like, look at my dog, look at pictures of my dog. But we are hopelessly codependent. Um, Supreme Overlord asks if you don't mind asking who's Heidi, because y'all keep mentioning the name. Let me show you. Heidi, come here, puppy. Heidi, come. Come here. Can I introduce you? Hang on. Here's Heidi. This is Heidi the Sheltie. Are you a good girl? Yeah. You're a good girl. Say hello. Okay, there you go. Okay. Good job. That's my little sweet Sheltie, Heidi. She doesn't like being held, but she's a good sport. So, and thank you for letting me show her. Like I said, I don't like to be one of those people that's like, look at my dog, but I do really, really love my dog. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in a button for play pause. And we're going to put it, I'm going to put it right here, I guess at the top. I want it to be first. And we might want to do, let's do Ionicons. Pause, look at that. Perfect. Here's an SVG. Yeah, she's my little sweet Sheltie. She just turned 9. It was her birthday on the 23rd. Yes, I celebrate my dog's birthday. She's a good girl. Okay. Let's see here. SVGs. Our pause button. Do you hear something outside? Actually, I'm going to take the advice that I gave to Roman, which is Arya label. Arya label play pause. And let's see here. So where's our button? Oh, it's way off to the side there. Okay, let's style our, oh, probably because does that need to be inside the figure tag? I don't think so. Let's just put it immediately before. And then, well, but if no, we don't want it to be inside the figure tag because the spec is very specific about what goes inside the figure tag. So I think we just need to make sure that our hero is position relative. Yeah, our hero, so we've got hero, hero image. So we're going to make this position relative as well. And then we're going to make, there's our hero image. And then we'll do play, pause. This will also be position absolute. We'll say top 0, left 0, just for now. And then we'll say SVG, width 35 pixels, height 35 pixels, fill is going to be white. Where are you? Oh, and we probably just need a little Z index. There we go. Okay, and it looks like a button right now, so we have to remove that. So we'll say, we're gonna say background, none, border, none. Oh, and we need that Z index. Z index, I think I just did 1. There's our, we didn't change the fill. Oh, probably have a stroke. Fill none, stroke current color. I'm gonna take that out. And instead of fill, this would be stroke. What's happening here? Oh, take that out as well. There we go. Okay, we need to position this a little bit better, and I think it could be bigger too. Well, it has to be a 48 by 48 tab target, so let's just do 50 pixels by 50 pixels. And then we'll do top 1 rem, and then let's do left 1 rem. So it'll be a little bigger and it'll be pushed down a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, we definitely need to create a video where that button really stands out. And then let's give it a hover. Let's also do cursor, pointer cursor. Wait, cursor, pointer. And then let's do hover, active, focus, and then when we hover active focus on the button, we are triggering the SVG. And we want to change the stroke to, we'll do green. And then let's also give this a transition. we'll say the transition is just going to be the stroke. 300 milliseconds, ease in, out. See if this works. Look at that. Beautiful. Can't see it super good. So we just need a video that is kind of mindful of that, right? We just need a video that is mindful of that element. So that's going to be a work in progress, but we have our button now. So let's go back to, let's go back to the JavaScript. So first they have us do, okay, so before dealing with the individual buttons, a number of initialization calls are required. To begin with, it's a good idea to first check if the browser actually supports the video element and to only set up the custom controls if it does. This is done by checking if a created video element supports the can play type method, which any supported HTML video element should. So we would do const supports video equals if the document cannot create video can play type, if supports video. Okay. So let's, I don't even think do I even have a JavaScript file set up here? Let's see. I do not. Okay, let's do that. So we'll say JS, and we'll say main.js. And then let's get that linked in our footer. Oh. And I'm going to say, I'll do this. Right here. Main.js. And then let's make sure that that file is indeed loading. So I'm going to come over to my network tab. Make sure that you disable the cache, refresh the browser, click on JS, and let's see here, this is what's going on here. Oh, I did not put in the correct, so we want js/main.js. Let's try it again. All right, so now we are loading main.js, and of course we see the header, there's no response because there's nothing in that file. So, okay, so let's also put this, we have another page. So let's also put this on our contact page because we want to make sure that all of our pages are loading JavaScript, even though we don't really have JavaScript on the contact page. So maybe we don't need to load it there. Right? Yeah, I'm going to leave it off. Why not? Nothing on that page requires JavaScript, so let's not even load it there, right? Even though we're checking to make sure that we're not running scripts, you're still loading it on that page and doing the check. So, and if we don't need it for anything on the contact page, let's not include it. Okay. So we're going to do this. So do I need to put all of this in? I'm sure we need to put all of this inside of a DOM content loaded. So we're going to say document, add event listener, DOM content loaded. Oh, I did that wrong. There we go. And then we'll put this in. Once it has been confirmed the browser does indeed support HTML video, it's time to set up the custom controls. Variables pointing to HTML elements are required. So here's the video container document get element by ID video container. Okay, so we have to add that. Video document get element by ID video, and then the controls get element by ID video controls. Okay, so let's make sure we have this. So our container is the figure class, so we'll add this ID. We've already got the ID of video, and then video controls. We don't really have a video controls container because I just grabbed the button. What else do we need that for? As mentioned earlier, the browser's default controls now need to be disabled and the custom controls need to be displayed. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep the default controls because I'm fine with them. They don't bother me. Monique has to run. I will see everyone tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you. Thank you, Monique. Love you, appreciate you, and we will see you tomorrow. Display the user-defined video controls style display block. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about this because it's just being used to display, and we've already styled our buttons, so I don't have to worry about that. And I am not going to hide the default controls. I'm going to leave the default controls plus put in my own pause button. So, but we do need I do think we need the video container. So let's add that. Save this. So there's our video container. And then here's our video. And then here's our play pause button. Not worried about any of this. Yeah, I just want play pause. So using these handles, events can now be attached to each of the custom control buttons, making them interactive. Most of these buttons require a simple click event listener to be added and a media API defined method and or attributes to be called checked on the video. Play pause. So we do play pause, add event listener, click event. If video is paused or video has ended, video play, else video pause. When a click event is detected on the play pause button, the handler first of all checks if the video is currently paused or has ended via the media API's paused and ended attributes. If so, it uses the play method to play back the video. Otherwise, the video must be playing, so it is paused using the pause method. All right, here goes nothing. Man, we're having a great day. Oh, and I don't think we need video container, do we? Okay, I think I can take out video container then. All right, here goes nothing. Let's refresh. Look at that. So you know what we should do? we should change that SVG from a pause to a play, shouldn't we? Should we hide the controls? See, this actually works, so this makes me think that maybe we should hide the controls. And it also makes me think that it would be so easy to hide and show a different SVG. Okay, let's go back to this. Hello, Levantica Fain. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I would hide control for non-narrative content. Yeah, I'm starting to think the same thing. Okay, let's go back up here. Video controls equals false. Yeah, so I think, and Levantica is saying ask ChatGPT. Yeah, I mean, so definitely I have no fear of ChatGPT. I have frustration of ChatGPT. No fear. I am following a tutorial. But I will definitely ask ChatGPT if they don't address it here, but I'm wondering if they are going to tell us how to switch I don't think they're going to tell us how to switch. Skip ahead, full screen, change buttons. Okay. So I'm going to change buttons. So if it's a play, else if it's pause, if the video is paused or ended. So if this, then we want to add play SVG. If pause, else, wait a second. If the video is paused, add a play button, else pause the video. Wait a second, no. If it's paused, then this would be the paused button. Add paused button, SVG. Else, if it's paused, add the play button, SVG. So we're just following a tutorial from MDN implementing a video hero banner. Also, I believe that if a user wants the control, they can show them with the context menu. Yeah, I think I also remember reading that. Is not sure if you ask him is going to deliver the solution, right? Yeah, well, I'm not worried about ChatGPT. So let me clarify my position right now on ChatGPT. I have no fear of using ChatGPT. I have sort of discovered over the last few months that I feel like I rely on ChatGPT a bit too much. So I don't think it's bad to use ChatGPT. I have no problem asking ChatGPT for help or to get clarifying answers on things. I am also trying to rely a little bit less on ChatGPT. So I am trying to, especially when it comes to JavaScript, when I feel like JavaScript is definitely the area where I need the most work. And so there is no shame in asking ChatGPT for help. I am just trying to do a little bit more on my own because I know that I'm capable of it. And I feel like I've had a lot of live streams where I just let ChatGPT do all the work, and that felt frustrating to me. That's not what I want. So I hopefully that makes sense that I'm trying to not rely on it so much. So, yeah. And so believe me, if you go back and watch any of the previous live streams, you will see us using ChatGPT a lot. So, okay, so this would be the pause button SVG. This would be the play button SVG. So really I think I just want to change some classes. That's all I want to do is class list add active, class list add active. That's all I'm going to do. So let's go ahead and get our play button. And here's our play button. And we're just going to show and hide these with an active class. And we're going to let CSS do all the work. So here's our play. And I'm going to put it right here. They should be styled identically. And then let's take out the stroke. So this one's on top. Oh, they're right next to each other. Okay, no problem. Let's see here. Wait a second. Fill, none, path. I think we still have to add a fill for this. So we still need to add a fill. Okay. And then, so our button is positioned absolutely. We also need the SVG to be positioned absolutely. So our SVG is positioned absolutely to the button. But these will be 0, 0. And I want them to be right on top of each other. Perfect. And then the SVG, these will be display none by default, but if it's active, it's display block. Try to put it in the middle of the screen. Oh, like a video. So the reason okay, so I get where you're going with that. The reason I'm not going to do that, here's my thinking. I have a rationale for why I'm not going to do that. It's because the video auto plays and loops on page load, but I want people to be able to pause the video if they don't want the video to play. So because, I mean, I guess you could do that, right? I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it off to the side. I'm going to have it be just a little bit more nuanced, but I get where you're going with that. I get where you're going with that. Okay, so right now these are display block. Oh, how do we need to give these each an ID. So we've got class Ionicon. I'm actually going to change this class to, the first one is pause. We'll say pause button. And then this one is the play button. And then we're going to do const play equals document get element get hang on get wait a second query selector. Okay, so now we want to, so video play, this would be play, class list, add, active, and then it would be pause, class list, remove, active. And it would just be the opposite here. I think this will work. And then this would be remove, and this would be add. And then on page load, though, we want the pause button to be active on page load because the video will start to play. So let's see if this works. All right. That did not work. That worked. Okay. Okay, let me think about my logic here for a second. So on page load, I think we have to check and see. Don't we have to check and see if the video, I think we have to check and see if let me think about this for a second. I think on page load, I'm just not checking. And I have these mixed up. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to ask ChatGPT for help. It will know. It will know. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, hang on. Please help me with my logic. My buttons are the opposite of what they should be. Okay, the logic in your code looks mostly correct, but if your buttons are behaving the opposite way, it could be due to how you're toggling the classes or how the buttons are initially set up in the HTML and CSS. Here's a checklist to debug and adjust the logic. Ensure that your buttons have the correct initial classes in the HTML. The play button should have the active class initially if the video is paused. The pause button should not have the active class. That's what I did wrong. So this is the pause button. But the pause button, the video auto plays. Hang on, the play, okay, hang on. Play button. Okay, so this is a video banner. The video auto plays. Got it. Since the video auto plays, the initial state of your button should reflect that the video is already playing when the page loads. Here's how you can adjust your logic. Okay, this is it right here. Set the initial button state for autoplay. Play, remove active, pause, class list, add active. I'm going to take that out. If the video is paused or the video has ended, play the video. Play, remove active, pause, add active. Yeah, I think I had these mixed up. Well, I'm pretty sure I had these mixed up. Play, remove, pause, add. Play, yep, I had those mixed up. Play, remove. Let's see here. Why do you have integrated ChatGPT on Visual Code? I don't have ChatGPT integrated into Visual Studio Code. Are you asking me why I don't? I don't like having ChatGPT integrated with the Visual Studio Code because I don't like ChatGPT trying to auto-complete my code. If I have questions for ChatGPT, I will specifically ask, or Copilot. Oh, Copilot is free in VS Code now? I tried Copilot at one point. I did a trial with Copilot maybe a year ago. Something like that. I didn't like it. No. It's okay. We're getting the context of the question. Why? So I personally don't like it when AI tries to autocomplete my code. I would much rather ask the question, now this is just me. This is just me. I think you guys should do whatever works for you. I do not like it when AI tries to autocomplete my code. I would prefer to ask the question, get the response, read the response, because I do think that ChatGPT is really, really good at explaining better than any person has ever explained anything to me, and then I can go and implement it. I know that might seem counterintuitive. It's just my preferred way of working, but if Copilot's free now in VS Code, I mean, I guess I would be open to trying it again. I really was annoyed anytime Copilot tried to autocomplete CSS for me. I hated that. I do not want help with CSS unless I ask for it. I really feel like I only need help with JavaScript, and I'm still just not ready to have anything autocomplete JavaScript for me. I would prefer to ask the question myself and then implement the solution. Okay, so the video is playing. There we go. Look at that. So this is working. Hang on, I'm gonna take out, I just want to take out the I'm gonna take out this for now because that green is too dark and I just want the white. But I do think we need to have a hover there. But this is working. So I'm going to think about what is the best way to handle. I feel like it should a hover to, I don't want to hover the play and have it be a play button. I just want the hover state to change color or to be a different state. But I obviously need a video that is, that we're, you know, is a good solution for this. Something that stands out. I mean, maybe we could do like a nice bright red or something, right? Or a green, I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, it used to be $10 a month. I mean, I signed up for, I think, a trial, and then I don't know if I ended up actually paying for a month. But yeah, it used to be $10 a month. It's already in VS Code in the icon at the very top in the middle. Oh yeah, I guess I did know about that. Huh. We now offer Copilot for free. Oh man. Uh, Software engineering programs all around the country are freaking out about this. We were not allowed to use AI when I was in software engineering school. I mean, we were told that that was cheating, point blank, and now it's in VS Code. Wow. Okay, I'm open to trying it again. Okay, we'll see how it goes. I get annoyed very easily. I do not like it when AI tries to autocomplete my code. So, so Roman says Gemini is free. It'll complete the code if you ask, and it'll explain the code. I work for fun with that. I'm not a developer. I do that for fun. Fair enough. Use the library. Lodash. I've heard of Lodash. Oh, Nano Akio says the actual library. Bless your heart. I love the library. If you do a color to see and hide if it's not active, the button and appear when you do move the. Yeah, I need to figure that out. No, it's not cheating. Thank you. Tell that to my software engineering teachers. They said it was. Yeah, beware it auto completes your code, but you can disable it. I had disabled it for all CSS files, SCSS and CSS files, but I did still find it to be incredibly annoying, even in the JavaScript files, which is ironically where I need the most help. Okay, I'm gonna give Copilot another try, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So, okay. So I'm gonna work out the details for how I want this button to function. Here's what I want to do. I want to go out into the wild and observe some other video banners to see how they function. I want to see how other people, because I know that good accessible banners are adding pause buttons, and I just want to see how other people are handling that. What the hover state is, what the click state is, how they're treating their colors, things like that. So that's my goal for this next week. I don't want to really spend any. We've already accomplished more than I thought we would today. So, I mean, I think this video banner was so incredibly easy to implement. This JavaScript was an absolute breeze. It just doesn't get any simpler than this. And I mostly had this right. I'm very proud of the fact that I mostly had this right. I just needed to do a load state, and I had my add and remove mixed up. So I'm very pleased with myself that I didn't need that much help from ChatGPT and that I mostly just followed the tutorial. Also, I know this isn't for everybody, but there is nothing better than reading some really interesting, well-written documentation. And what a great example of the power of MDN. I mean, talk about the gold standard of documentation for front-end developers. If you have a hard time reading documentation, or if you find that it's just too difficult to digest, practice. Please practice, because there is just nothing better than the documentation on MDN for front-end developers. It's so good. And this video tutorial was an absolute breeze. So I hope you guys get a chance to follow this tutorial, maybe implement your own video banner. It doesn't even have to be a banner, right? We could just use this for video anywhere. Really, really cool. I love it. Oh, I'm already getting ideas. I'm already getting ideas of ways that I could use this. Because the videos are short, right? They could just be really aesthetically pleasing. You can host them. They don't have to be hosted anywhere if you're being really mindful of the file size. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this. I'm a little bummed that my video didn't work quite the way I wanted to, but how do you know until you try? You don't. You don't know until you try. So let's go ahead and deploy this, and let's make sure that we can see this working on our staging server. Oops. Crud. Oh, I left the original video banner in there. Okay. That's fine. I will take it out. Oh my God, come on. And I have to clear the cache. How do I get clear cache? Clear a specific file. Okay, so git remove cached. Let me grab the name of this file. Because I already removed it. Okay. Put back. Oh, probably. It needs to be in the video. Okay, I think we're okay now. Yep, we're good. That was removed. And I should have put in a git ignore. I'll do that later. And then let's see here. Let's go to deployments. All right, I think. No, that's not what I wanted. Manage environments. Oh, come on. Here. There we go. Huzzah! Here's our Heroku environment. It works. Yeah. I will give it a shot. I will give it my best college try. How's that? You know that I have nothing against AI. It's enormously helpful. I'm just fussy sometimes. I'm just fussy. That's all. So, I love this. I can't believe how easy this was. So happy. Yeah, we just need a video where we don't really have to worry about what's in the background here, right? So we just have to be mindful. I mean, that's fine. We can handle that. Maybe we put like a gradient or an overlay or something. Because this works perfectly. Yeah, I love it. So happy. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We're so happy to have you. I think, well, it's been just about exactly 2 hours. I think this is it for me for today. Cannot recommend enough following this tutorial if you have an interest in setting up your own video banner. Works so well. Head over to GitHub if you want to take a look at, let's see here. Head over to GitHub if you want to take a look at my code, or you want to look at, it's on the staging branch. It's not on the master branch. If you want to take a look at my JavaScript or any of my code, you're welcome. You're welcome to do that. Yeah, I had a great time today. This was super fun. So come back tomorrow. We are going to do CSS animation. So, Roman, if you're still here, I want you to know that you have inspired me to do some CSS animation. So, what I'm going to be working on tomorrow is some sort of background SVG type things. We'll see if we can implement some sort of like nice user interaction, scroll, parallaxy type things. Your method was a little bit different than the method I'm going to use. I'm going to use animate CSS. So animate CSS. We're going to use animate CSS to, let's see here, if we can do some nice subtle fade in. Yeah, so we're gonna do some nice fades, and let's do a fade in. Here's a fade in. Yeah. And we will use, we are going to use ChatGPT tomorrow because we are going to use JavaScript for on scroll load events to activate or trigger the animate animation. So we're going to use this animation library, which I personally love. I've used it for a lot of different things. It works really well. A little bit of JavaScript to trigger some scroll events and just sort of give that little extra enhancement to the page that I feel like this page is missing. There was something that I had in the back of my mind when I designed this page, and doing your code review yesterday, Roman, really like brought me back to like, yes, this was my intention all along. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's spend the day working on this tomorrow. So that's my plan for tomorrow. So here we are. So thank you everybody who joined me today. This was super, super fun. Again, I cannot believe how easy it was to implement this video banner. Did not think it was going to go this smoothly. So, yeah, I had a great time. Oh, thank you, Felipe. I appreciate that. I always love to know. It's nice to know that somebody thinks that I'm inspiring them. The whole point of the channel was to just say, hey, this is hard work. Being a developer, being a front-end developer, it's hard work. It is. It requires practice and determination. You have to be very resilient. You have to be willing to spend hours of your life failing over and over again, because then once you get the reward of seeing your work and seeing your success in the browser, it just feels so good. It's like, what did you say, Supreme Overlord? I think you're the one that said that it's like you feel like, hang on, I'm going to find this comment because it was so well put. Yes, right here. The most amazing feeling ever. The moment it works for you, you feel like you're out of this world and you can care less about whatever happens next. That's the perfect description. And I think you told me in Discord that you've only been doing this for about a month. I've been doing it for 11 years and I still have that feeling. So I hope you never lose that feeling. So thank you so much. Levantica, have a nice day and night. Nano Akio, hope to be here tomorrow if you go live. If not, I will definitely try for Tuesday. Thank you. I love it when you're here. Just know that all of you guys, I love it when you're here. And have a great rest of your night, all right? Hope to see you tomorrow. Hope to see you Tuesday. Love you all. Take care.